The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 87, Nasdaq's off 52, S&P's off 14. Gold contract up $3, trading at $17.44 an ounce. Silver up 59 cents, $16.75 an ounce. Now, gold and silver, they were both. Gold was dramatically higher, about another $10. Silver, folks, is a confirmed ABC structure on the way up. It's got its wings right now. This baby's going to $20. It's a monster move. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note right now down one tick, trading 139.12. 30-year off 3 ticks at 181.18. And King dollar down 236 ticks, trading 100.230. The euro is at 108. The yen is out here at 107, and the British pound is at 121 to 1 the U.S. dollar. Happy option expiration Friday, Tom.
That's right, man. Been a fun week. We'll see what happens on Friday. We got a quick start to the market in both directions.
There's no doubt. And we're going to get over to this story. Folks, this is going to be a trip watching this whole thing play out. You know, the bottom line is that the whole stimulus plan is being pushed off for a deal of small business. Well, let me tell you something, man. The lobbyists got so many things stuck in this bill that it is pretty phenomenal. But this one here is this part of it is an out-and-out scandal. And what it is this. So inside the bill, this is about Diamond Offshore. Now, every company can do this, but when we walk you through this is pretty intense. So Diamond Offshore is going bankrupt, right? The bottom line, inside the CARES bill, what you had is that, okay, when you write off, okay, well, here, there's a couple of different things happening here. Inside the bill, what companies are allowed to do now is to go back 5 years in their tax structure from 2018. So now we're talking 2013, folks, okay? And what you can do, if your losses are higher than your gross profit, folks, you can have losses going forward. You can't go into a negative. That's how this works, okay? Well, they changed that structure. And on top of that, what they did is that the tax law of 2018, right, changed the corporate structure. So in this particular case, what you can do now is you go back 5 years. You're going to go from a 35% tax structure legally for companies, even though they never paid it, most of them, to a 21% tax structure. Now, when you file that, you get your money back immediately from the IRS on losses. Now, what Diamond Offshore did, you read this, Tom, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, this is like so insane, it's unbelievable, folks. So Diamond Offshore, their BK, right, they had a tax credit, okay, well, it's going to be a return of tax of, what's this one? Where is it? Okay. Okay, well, so far, too. Well, let me go through this here first. So, Diamond Offshore, where is this baby now? Come on, 1 second. Okay, so, here it is here. So, Diamond Offshore got a tax refund of $9.7 million in March. Then they asked the bankruptcy court to use the $9.7 million for bonuses for all the executives. So they get a bonus for going bankrupt. It's like,
I mean, remarkable, right? Yeah, they got $9.7 million. May 1st, the company asked for the freedom to dole out $16.7 million in cash incentives to 85 of its 2,300 full-time employees, including as much as $9.7 million for 9 senior executives. To get into the details, man, crazy.
It's pretty intense, and we're going to see what this is about, folks. Okay, and you're going to see it. All these oil companies, they just made more money. If you think it's a small business deal, let me tell you something. They gave us a sliver, okay? And it's just that it's the way business has been done forever, okay? But this is like a scandal, man. I mean, you're watching one thing, right? That's all you hear about is small business, and this is what's coming out on the other side, right? And it's a monster, folks. It's particularly a monster because of the fact that what we had is the change in the tax law also. So they're actually
corporate tax cuts and then corporate tax rebates on top of it. I mean, they have Marathon in here. Marathon?
Oh,
how about $411 million for Marathon?
Oh, yeah, every single company's going to take it. Every single, and this is
so they're talking here. Let's just get some of the. I just want to get some of the numbers out because that's what's most startling, as opposed to just talking about generally, man. There's a lot of numbers in here that really bring it home. You have $1.9 billion in CARES Act tax benefits being claimed by at least how many? Just 37 oil companies.
Right.
$1.9 billion. Marathon accounting for 411 of that. Staggering numbers, man. Staggering.
Yeah. That's only going to be that sector, folks. Okay. Yeah. It's wild, man. It's like, and the aspect of what really is happening, and that's why they're actually getting more than they ever would have got, is that between the 35 and the 21%, they come back and they can claim all that. So they've been paying no taxes now since 2013. That's how this thing shakes out, man, which is...
Hey, not to get too political, Trump's president, he don't pay taxes. Why not? No, I'll stop. But
that's the truth. Listen, man, this is people should know this, man, because the bottom line is that all you keep hearing, like people think that they got a lot of money at $1,200 for a stimulus, right? They think they get a lot of money for the $600 on top of that. All you have to do is add a few companies up, right? And then the people that worry about socialism, okay, that they claim it's a socialism, well, guess what? We've had corporate socialism forever. It's the biggest freaking thing that's out there, man, on a continual basis. And it's amazing, man. Yeah. So we'll go option expiration. We got the S&Ps, right?
We're about to be positive in the S&Ps, man. We just went positive in the Dow.
We are. And that's about as deviant as you can get. So let's take a look at it. So, yesterday, there's no doubt, man, this was quite a day yesterday. That being said, folks, okay, that's what happens with bear market rebounds. So we're up $3 right now. Guess what? These opening deals, it's not a big deal. It's particularly what's so cool about this is where the Bulls and Bears can still fight it out in an incredible way, because both can say that they won yesterday. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes. Well, what I mean by that is that yesterday the Bulls would have won. You open up today lower like that on option expiration, the Bears won, and now the fight is going to be on. But most of the fight on option expiration, folks, actually has to do with the open, not the close. Because what ends up happening is that the option market makers are basically delta neutral. It's a U shape, okay? And when that is said, people will day trade this during the day, but the fact of the matter is it's kind of where we open up in the morning and how fast these trades get closed, and then they have the month done, and then you're dealing basically with the aspect of who's trading during the day, which is a lot easier to basically hedge out. Silver, this is a move and a half, man. Silver loves to do this, but it's a mind blower. You got an ABC up. Look at this volume, man. You get 48,000 already. The B point on this, folks, okay, was 19,000. And you can see it yesterday. You start expanding yesterday. We did 52 yesterday. This is going to do like 96,000. This baby is on its way up to $19, $20, and you're at $16.70 right now. Stay right there. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow. Dow Industrials right now up 5. Nasdaq down 14. S&P's off 2.5. We'll come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Larry Pesavento is hosting a special event Thursday, May 21st from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Trade What You See, a live trading event. For the first time in over 10 years, Larry will host a live event where you'll watch over his shoulder as he trades the markets live. You'll see how he organizes his trading day, the times most likely to generate a signal, what outside information he ignores, and more importantly, what he does not ignore, and much more. Larry will trade the markets in real time, including the Euro-US dollar, pound dollar, dollar yen, the Dow, and E-mini S&P, crude oil, gold, treasury bonds, wheat, and soybeans, and more. When you sign up, you get a month of his daily newsletter, Fibonacci 24/7 included. For all the details on Larry Pesavento's live trading event on Thursday, May 21st, and to sign up today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 3, Nasdaq is down 17, S&Ps are off 3. You know, I heard you on your program, Tom, those retail numbers, right?
Yeah.
So pretty bleak. Now the thing that's going to be wild here, folks, is that you got to remember something. Everyone was buying stuff hand over fist. So if these were bleak, man, I don't even want to think when people's cupboards are full. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And you know where the next one comes out, because inside of those numbers, you know, the bottom line, the places that were open, you know, whether it's Home Depots or, you know, I'm not sure. Food's probably not in there, right? I don't think food's in there. But if it is...
there is food and beverage. I got the chart up there right now. So they list that food and beverage down 13.1%. Not sure how that plays out in terms of...
So that's big, man. You know?
Yeah. And, you know, something that you're not going to, as in, you know, people weren't out at malls in any capacity, right? It's interesting to see how they weren't buying TVs. You weren't doing that type of, you know, even Wayfair skyrocketing as furniture and home furnishing declined 60%, man. Square that one in your own head, right? Clothing and accessories, though. Nobody's been clothes shopping for a couple months, man. That's so you may see some of those rebound, though, because we definitely haven't been stocking up on shirts, new pants. Maybe we'll need some new pants after quarantine for an extra buckle or two, but no, I kid.
That's what people are complaining about. There's no doubt.
I know, man. You got to stay active. Totally.
There's no doubt. Yeah. So, if you folks are in the silver market, right, today's your day. I mean, in a big way, too. Okay, so gold and the gold equities have been doing ABC structures up for a long period of time. Now, silver's kicked in, folks, and you get ABC structures everywhere inside the silver market. Bottom line, PAS, monster ABC up. It's blowing away the B point today. You already got 1.7 million shares. You're taking out 22.90. This is a big one, too, man. This is like an 8.8 to B. 14 to 22. That gives you a price projection of 28.35. You're only at 23. You go to Heckler, another silver stock, another ABC structure up, blowing away the B point here of, let's see, $2.76. You need 11 million shares. Well, we've already done 5.6. This is a monster ABC up, too, for small stock. 270 is your A, 170 is your B, Your C is 230, so that's $4, right? Yeah, hold it. Yeah, $4, man. Hold it. 170.
Can you say I wasn't
230,
I was jumping around the next thing.
Yeah, it's $4. That's at ABC up to $4, man. That's pretty intense, man.
Yeah.
First Majestic, they're going to have to get their B point. It's not to the B point yet, but this is going to be pushing with volume now. The B point on First Majestic is 870. You need 5.6 million shares. Right now, you're at 3.9. So it might not break that today, but that's saying that it wants to do one also. So, man, when they commit, silver is a trip, man. I'm telling you, I don't trade it.
Could you just delete that blue line across the bottom of your screen before we jump next? I was going to have you jump. How about a little cannabis action? How about Aurora Cannabis with their numbers after the bell last night?
Right. What is that symbol? I heard that say that.
ACB, Aurora Cannabis. They're getting lit this morning, man, to the upside. Up
Look at that.
Huge, man. Yeah, we were just at $5.30 was the low yesterday. We just almost touched $10. This stock's been struggling a lot, man. But,
it has.
But they talked about seeing increased sales.
I heard everyone was storing up in pot in the lockdown, right?
Yeah, and they talk about, I went over some of the numbers. Why don't you click on it, just because in terms of capital expenditures, I think the market really liked what they saw as well, in terms of they're going to spend some money on capital this year, but it's not going to be as much as the market feared. They're not going to even spend as much as what they're, let me see if I even have it up here, because they said that in the Q1 of next year, they're going to spend less. I do have it up. Perfect. Yeah. Let me jump in here. They're going to spend less on Q1. Yeah, so here, Aurora said it expected capital spending in the first quarter of fiscal 2021 to be lower than the third and fourth of 2020. Now, the company said it was on track to be profitable in the next fiscal year and doubled down on its plans to keep capital expenditures below $100 million in the second half of this year. So they're going to be profitable next year. They're not going to spend more than $100 million on capital, and they're going to spend even less than that the beginning of next year. And the market's like, whoa, we'll take that. On the cannabis front.
And the problem with this equity, folks, and that's why, as Tommy's going through these numbers, why the acceleration is so big, there's plenty of analysts that thought this company was going to run out of cash.
Yeah, that's the real worry getting into any of these cannabis stocks right now, as growth has not been where they maybe thought it would be when this run began almost 2 years ago. I mean, this stock, man, for some context, right? You back it up. My goodness, we were at $150 in October of 18, and you were even at $120 almost a year ago in March of 19. So be wary.
That's a so check this out, folks. This is pretty cool, actually. This is a classic 1999-2000 crash, because that's what Amazon did. Think about this for a second. Now think of it if you can get the right cannabis stock. Amazon did the exact same thing in 1999 to 2000, It went down 90%. 90. And, of course, we know where Amazon is. So some of these equities, of course, are going to make it. It's going to be a monster. But that's pretty sick, man. That's crazy.
It is, and that's that company especially, man, hit harder because they might be going out of business. From that earnings report yesterday, though, maybe not, because the other cannabis stocks not really reacting to that news. You do have Canopy, up 65 cents, which is technically almost 5%, but the way these things move, not a real big reaction.
It isn't. And what's interesting, folks, is that the inside of the new bill that they're trying to get going right now. Is what they're trying to get going for the cannabis stocks is that they can have a banking relationship. And it's not going to fly, unfortunately. There's two Republican senators that don't want anything to do with this. That's a large problem for the cannabis stocks to get big. I mean,
huge.
And I can't blame the banks, because every time that the feds can say something, and then they change their mind like a year and a half later, man. And I mean,
risk reward.
I don't like the banks. Aren't any of our friends, but I can see why sometimes they just don't even trust the politicians, because they'll do one thing and they put a law in, and then they change it. And they say, no, we're going to come after you anyway.
So banks are federal institutions, all right? They go over state lines.
Yes.
As long as marijuana is, what is it, Schedule 1 drug, I think? Or
just like heroin, right?
On par with heroin. You're not going to have a national bank, because risk-reward-wise, they're multi-billion-dollar companies. It's not worth it to get that sliver of business to risk that type of a problem. So hopefully they square it, man. And they should.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So as Tommy and I are talking here, and the bottom line, what you have out here is this, folks. This is going to be a wild Friday. Silver and gold. Silver had not backed down at all. They got gold. They smoked gold all the way down and was only up $3. Now it's up $9. And silver just went up another 10 cents. This is going to be a wild close coming into the weekend, folks, okay? Because they're going to get, I'm sure they already have a lot of people that are on the wrong side of silver. And now they'll run this thing, man. And the dollar really hasn't moved that much. It's only down 249 ticks. So
sure. How about crude at $29? I was just going to say, heck of a week for crude, too.
Oh, crude. I know, man.
Almost $30, the new norm, man.
Totally. Stay right there. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow's off 50, Nasdaq's off 35, S&P's are off 10. We'll come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 81, Nasdaq is off 44, S&Ps are off 13. How about these swings, Tom, especially in the Dow? I mean, they all swung dramatically yesterday, but that Dow, man, it was like 800-point spread yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, the Dow magnifies everything, of course, because it's trading at like 30,000. But realistically, man, the S&Ps, you were at 2760. You traded up more than 100 points from 10 a.m. at 2760. You actually climbed above at 3:45 a.m. Eastern time to 2863, 103 points. And that's after, right? Just this week alone, man. You traded Sunday night. We were trading at about 29.50 almost, which is remarkable. We traded down almost 200 points, about a 6% drop, and then just like that, we're up 100 points. And then overnight, you went from 28.60 down 50 points. I mean, just crazy. You can't,
And well, it's amazing too how that VIX can nail like the point moves. When that VIX goes up, what you're going to expect 1 out of 3 days. I mean, it's just because that once it went up, it's like it didn't look like it was going to be that volatile, and then all of a sudden, see you, man. It's they had it nailed. There's no doubt.
Yeah, I mean that day. Was it Tuesday? Yes, that you saw the VIX go from 26. Right, we were talking to Kevin Hinks, I think Wednesday morning about it. In terms of Tuesday, I got a daily chart of the VIX up here, folks, and pay attention. As in, I was looking at this bar on the 12th. All right, was by far the biggest bar we had seen since the VIX peaked out at 85.47. You could say this is an erroneous bar we're looking at on March 24th with that print down there. All right, and you look at that bar, that candle. We didn't have a candle that big to the upside all the way from March 18th. So that should have been a wake up, man. March 18th to May 12th, we hadn't seen a decline like that. Keeping in mind all the volatility we had still during that time as the market, climbed in a dramatic way. But we also had some big drop-offs there, as you see by some of the green bars in the VIX.
Oh, yeah.
But we didn't have anything like 26 to 33, man. And it continued the next 2 days. We almost made it up to 40.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at our RCL for, I think that's Royal. Is that a cruise line?
I think it's Royal Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean. So you got Royal Caribbean. The question is it a shot? So I wouldn't be shotting it here. No. I mean, I'd let this thing somehow get up to 48. You're right. Where you're at here, folks, is that this is a consolidation, and somehow this thing will try to make its way back to 48, which is insane. But because we're at 36, 37. But you did come down on volume yesterday. I suspect you'll get up in lighter volume today. But people are taking shots at these. At these companies, right?
They cruising's going to be a different world in cruising for at least the next couple of years, man. There was a cool article on Bloomberg. I got it up here that I was reading this morning, just talking about at airports, right? Expect a different world, man. When things open back up, this is where, especially in travel, you could write the same exact article about the cruise industry if I knew enough, right? What is the cruise industry going to look like as you have the first cruises opening back up? And it's going to be a lot different. Maybe it might not be as enjoyable to people. That's one thing. I mean, airport travel from this article does not seem like it's going to be enjoyable. It already, you could argue, wasn't very enjoyable. And you're going to have, huge queues. You think about the lines we all used to have to wait in anyway, folks.
Right.
Well, there's going to be a lot more going on for the next year or two until this thing gets vaccinated, or however we, whether it's herd immunity, however we overcome that hill. So look for those airlines to face those woes, just like you're going to look for those cruise lines, man. It was an interesting article. You can extrapolate yourself, but it just talks about, man, the differences that we can expect in here in terms of airlines, masks. Think about, they just talked about just alone, if you need to space out the lines that exist in airports, especially during a time where you're going to have longer lines than usual because you're going to have face masks, you might be temperature checking people, you might be doing a number of things, and you have to space people out. Those lines are going to run all the way through the airport, man, spacing people out 3 to 6 feet.
Yeah. So there's one thing that you just said in there that's really cool. So check this out. When you were just saying that the aspect that the airlines themselves haven't been that pleasant, okay? Okay. So if you go back, and I'm going to go back 50 years, folks, okay? Because this is like a really just cool in general. So you go back to, I'm going back to 68 to 70, okay? And what had happened, folks, is this, is that the 747s came online, Tom, right? And 747s, folks, are just an amazing plane, okay? And the plane itself, okay, had these fuselages that you had the full cab, and then you had an upstairs, right?
Yes.
And this is how amazing. In fact, that film with one of the famous stars. Okay, everyone's dressed up. You know, the airlines, because that's how the airlines used to be, folks. Okay,
are you talking about Leonardo? Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Everyone wearing sport coats, at least, if not jackets, slacks, nice shoes. Yeah,
exactly.
Totally.
So listen to this part. This is how cool the airlines were then. That they had I was stationed at Quantico, Virginia, and what ended up happening is that from from D.C. to Boston, they flew 747s. So listen, this is sick. This is how inexpensive gasoline was. They flew 747s. And what ended up happening, we always had to fly in our uniform. That's how it was a very strict deal, okay?
Yes.
Bottom line is that they'd put us, okay, when we're flying, they'd put us up at the upstairs in the piano bar. So you're flying first class, you have a piano bar, you're drinking, and at that point I'm only 18. But they wouldn't ask for your ID anyway, okay?
Not when if you're serving the armed forces, man, you should.
Okay, so check it out. So when I look at that, then you go ahead 50 years, right? So, of course, then that wasn't efficient at all, okay? They're signing 747. So that went out of the way. But my point is that as we kept moving on, every single 5 or 10 years, it's got heavier. And with, in the last 20 years, we know we're cattle cars. So it's changed again. And, it is going to be what you just said. It's going to be spread out. Yeah. They will figure it out. They'll
it's been a combination of two, man.
It's only going to be...
You got to throw not just his cattle cars. I mean, the security deal of things, which is necessary to some friend for sure. You think of things. We were based in Boston, right? 9/11. I myself was aware of how easy things were just thinking back when all you had is a metal detector, man. There's a lot of bad things you can bring into an airplane that is not metal, folks. So things change rapidly in the last. It's amazing to think that's 20 years ago, and then combine it with the fact that, fees up the wazoo, the bags, they're going to get you every way. So now you have to jam as little as you can as you want. You're sitting next to everybody jammed into things. And just expect it to get more tedious and expect that to weigh on their numbers, period.
Yeah, it's a fact. That's a fact. And I think it's just going to be, instead of pleasure, it's going to be that, hey, I got to get to this other place. And then the real question is going to be, do you grab one of your friends and say, hey, man, okay, can we drive 15 hours and go somewhere?
I completely agree, man. And especially, cool. I'm gonna let things play out for a while to see how, when we're not really open back up yet. It'd be interesting to see over the summer, especially as maybe schools open back up, as life almost resumes. I want to see what those airlines look like, unless I have to travel, but I want to see first.
I know. Yeah. Dow down to 71, Nasdaq off 35, S&P's down 10. You get gold up 870. Silver's the mover, folks. Up 73 cents now, man. They're gonna run this silver market in a big way. Come right back.
Larry Pesavento is hosting a special event Thursday, May 21st from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Trade What You See, a live trading event. For the first time in over 10 years, Larry will host a live event where you'll watch over his shoulder as he trades the markets live. You'll see how he organizes his trading day, the times most likely to generate a signal, what outside information he ignores, and more importantly, what he does not ignore, and much more. Larry will trade the markets in real time, including the Euro US dollar, pound dollar, dollar yen, the Dow, and E-mini S&P, crude oil, gold, treasury bonds, wheat, and soybeans, and more. When you sign up, you get a month of his daily newsletter, Fibonacci 24/7 included. For all the details on Larry Pesavento's live trading event on Thursday, May 21st, and to sign up today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get the competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 85. We get the Nasdaq off 48. S&P's off 12. You get gold up 970, 990. You get silver up 74 cents. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you are going to see our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento, right in featured content. Larry is going to be doing a live trading workshop. This is coming up this Thursday. It's going to be from 9 o'clock in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. 9 to 12, he's going to go, then take a break, and then go 1 to 4. Great time to actually see pattern recognition live. And this is very unusual, folks, when anyone does a live workshop. We're talking about live money, live trades, all of the above. You know,
yeah, I mean, we got a market for it, man. Larry's excited. He hasn't done this in like 10 plus years. He was talking about he'll be in there all day. That's the schedule. I imagine that schedule may be subject to change, as in he may be in there trading all day, man, 9 to 4.
Well, knowing Larry, we know he is.
That's what I was just going to say, man.
Yeah.
Larry's trading at 2 in the morning, let alone taking an hour lunch. So I imagine he's going to be in there. If the market's calling for it, you say he's got those alarms on his charts, right? What price levels are hitting? That's the Fibonacci zone, whatever he's using. So I encourage people, check it out. He talks about, just visit the webpage and take a quick read through what he's going to be talking about, man. The things he's looking at, whether it's the Dow, E-mini S&P, crude oil, gold, T-bonds, pound dollar, euro dollar, dollar yen, wheat, soybeans, all the different points he's talking about when he's not trading in there. That'll be archived. You get Fibonacci 24/7, which is his great newsletter. That's almost $100 value. And just to give people a glimpse, I was saying to you at the break, it's a great time to sign up, folks, because Larry puts out a great weekly report every Sunday. And I pulled up last week's report just for some context here. Yes. I mean, look at what I'm just going to scroll, all right, because we don't have an hour to read this whole thing. So he's got his wrap up in terms of text, okay? He talks about what he's looking at in the markets and everything out there, okay? And then he goes through these charts, folks. It is just amazing. The information he does for his subscribers, every single market you're looking at, he covers in this weekly report. All right, the FANG chart's in there. He's got futures markets in there. That comes out Sunday, so check it out right now. You gain access to the newsletter. Get ready for Thursday, and then you'll be in there all day next Thursday, live trading with Mr. Larry Pesavento.
Gotta love it. And what he does do, which is really on your eyes and your head, is so easy. What he does, even in the middle of the week, folks, he sends out videos. Those videos are cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff coming out every day. He already had an update out today. That was just a great example of, I mean, the weekends he puts out that report, man. I put it together as in just assemble it.
Yeah.
And I'm always checking it out. And I'm like, man, the work he does, man, for his subscribers. So a great time to sign up. Don't think you're signing up on a Friday. You got to wait all weekend. It's actually the best time to sign up for it. You get that weekly report over the weekend, and you get the newsletter all next week, and you're signed up for Thursday.
I love it.
Yeah.
So let's go inside this Dow, and see what's moving these things around out here. So inside the Dow out here today, they got the United Health 37 positive points, Home Depot 17, Chevron 11. Taken away from it, Apple 28 negative points, Microsoft 14, McDonald's 13, Boeing 11. I'm wondering what was hitting Apple out here today. Apple was...
It might have been the chip stocks with Huawei.
Yeah.
That's what I think was going on with that.
Yeah, that Taiwan Semi is going to be opening a plant in the U.S.
That as well. Okay.
Yeah. No, I think that's what it is. That's the chip stocks. I mean, I think that this is rivaling the chip business in general. So Taiwan Semiconductor plans to spend $12 billion to open a chip plant in Arizona. A decision, between national security, between high-tech manufacturing, coming in. Because you can see that if we go into the NDX and we take a look at it, you got a couple of the chip stocks. You got Lam Research down 5.5%, Qualcomm's up 4.5%, AMAT is down 4.2%, and they might come out with decent numbers, and CLAC is down 4.2%. So it's kind of intriguing. Is why they don't want? Well, who knows? They're selling off. That's the bottom line. We'll
I think some of that has to do with possible retribution coming back from China for the U.S. saying that Huawei can't use those chips in their. There's the U.S.-China battle going on there. Is what's happening.
Right. Well, we need a few more battles, man. One's not enough with the pandemic. You got to get basically a change of venue so people forget about people dying, basically, and getting sick. Some of the higher volume equities out here, let's take a look at them, see what we got. And, we'll see what kind of volume we get. Option expiration, folks, you do have an expansion of volume, most times. GE is off. That's kind of flat, actually. You got, look at this. So see, the top stocks out here, volume-wise, folks, what's happening, as I said a little bit earlier, and this is heavy, man. I hope these folks are just day trading these stocks and not coming into them, because out of the top stocks, you get Delta, United, Norwegian Cruise Line, Carnival Cruise Line, American Airlines, right? Marathon
Amazing.
Oil. It is. You're talking about equities that are going to be lucky that they're in business, folks.
Right. It keeps going down there, right? Boeing, MGM, Oxy.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Let's go over to that oil market. Yeah, so oil. This contract here, this is moving, right? Well, you're up $1.
That's decent action, man. I mean, that rise, it hasn't stopped since April.
Since $6.50.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
things seem to be calming down in that market for sure.
Yeah. It's coming up to ice, When we did go negative, folks, it's pretty wild, is that there was one firm that basically made, well, we'll find out what they made. They made hundreds of millions, that's for sure.
You see that article? Yeah.
That was at 250,000 barrels of oil, right?
Yeah, huge commodity trader, right? With the ability to hold supply because they're such a big trader.
They had the storage.
And then they had it. Yep.
And they more than likely, they probably got paid to take the oil. Imagine getting paid to take the oil, folks, because at one point during the day, you were getting paid $33 per barrel.
Yeah.
That's like...
crazy.
Yeah, I know, man.
You're getting paid $33 to take it last month, and then somebody else is paying you $30 this month to take it off your hands.
That's what's so amazing about it. You talk about, and this happened, folks, within like 3 or 4 days. So that's going to be, no doubt, even if they got it for free, just zero, that'll be one of the biggest trades that will go down, in quite some time. Yeah. And that'll come out because the story come out. So what the numbers are yet, no one knows what the numbers are, actually what they got it for, and do they still have it, or have they moved it? We know if they still got it, the bottom line is that it's only gone one way since that point, and that one way is up. Oh, let me show you something too with First Majestic, folks. If some of the Tigers own it, which I know they do. So First Majestic is going after its B point of that 870. Oh, look at this! It hit it. Oh, just hit it. Oh, this is hilarious. Okay, so now you're going to be pushing on the B point with volume, and what First Majestic did, this is really smart. When gold and silver went down on the crash, folks, okay, because it did pull back, they didn't sell any silver. This is like a Rob McEwen playbook.
Okay.
What ended up happening is that they said, nope, I'm not selling it out at that particular point. They 292,000 ounces of silver, 700 ounces of gold. At that worth, it was in the first quarter was 5.3 million. Now it's dangerous because you're not buying a stock to be a trader, okay? But in this particular case, I think it was pretty smart because now you can move it into the market price with a much bigger price. Stay right there, Tommy and I come right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my Gold Report. The Gold Report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, JDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 147. Get the Nasdaq off 73. S&P's off 21, and the volatility's coming in. There's no doubt about that, man.
Yeah, this market, man, that's quite a little drop. As they say in the den, sound the horns, man. It's moving.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And if you take a look at this, we'll just put up the E-mini for a second, folks. What you're going to see, you came right up to ICE, okay? We came up to the downdraft that was out there at, that's 3 o'clock in the morning. That's 1 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Eastern Standard Time. and just gave it up in spades. We just went from the 28.47, just gave up 22 ticks, 22 ticks. So we'll see if, in fact, it wants to drive down to the low spike of today, which was on the open of that 28.09. But I expect what you're going to see is the stocks that everyone has been basically bidding up, the FANGs, having a hard time out here this morning, Even
some of those hit by that Huawei news for sure, man.
Yes.
Those techs.
There's no doubt. And that's what they're talking about. Is that Apple? There's no doubt. If you get a real tech war happening, man, Apple has monstered factories. I mean, Foxconn is their biggest supplier. Yes. And it's just like, okay, man,
Yeah, I mean, if the U.S. is coming after Huawei, wouldn't be surprising to have the China come after some of the staple tech companies of the U.S.
Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. If what you're going to have on a weekly basis here, now this is going to get pretty wild watching how this shakes out, folks. So on a weekly basis, when you bring this in, what we are going to have is that you are going to have SPX that's 29.45. Well, the high was at 29.54. So it's like, okay, did we really reach those highs a few weeks ago? We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, totally. We'll stay right there, folks. We got Think or Swim coming up next time. Mr. Basil Chapman riding that wave. Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Don't forget about Larry's workshop, folks. You get his newsletter Sunday. Awesome workshop, awesome newsletter. Look at